Hi everyone, welcome back to my Crochet Doll journey for another crochet project series. I'm so excited to share to you my new series, for I'm shifting from cardigan series to dresses series. My first dress that I'm going to feature is a classic baby christening dress. As I always promise, I'm going to teach you a step-by-step online tutorial. I can guarantee that a beginner can easily catch up, for the stitches used are quite basic. What are you waiting for? Grab your hook and yarn and join us here. But before we start, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell button below for more crochet updates. So, let's start! Before I begin this project, I just want to inform you that I used my previous video for cute little girl cardigan for part 1, which is the top part of the dress, where they have the same pattern. As you can see later, I used green yarn. Anyway, you can use directly the white color. Alright? To start off, let's make a slip knot. Wrap around the yarn on your 2 fingers, make an X, use your hook, go down into the first yarn, grab the second yarn, pull it nice and tight. There you have your slip knot. Position your fingers. We are going to create 67 chains. Let's start. 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 67 chains. I'm done creating 67 chains. For round 1, we are going to make 1 double crochet into the second chain from the hook. This is the first and second chain from the hook. Let's start. Yarn over, go down into the second chain from the hook, this one. And make 1 double crochet. Yarn over, pull through all first 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through all last 2 loops. There you have your first double crochet. Let's do it again. Yarn over, go down into the next chain and create another 1 double crochet. Alright, so keep repeating this, 1 double crochet into every single stitch all the way up to the last stitch of this round. I have completed round 1 and I have a total of 66 chains. To start round 2, make chain 1 and turn, and this chain doesn't count. For round 2, we are going to make 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches and 2 double crochets into the next the same stitch. Let's start. Yarn over, go down into the first stitch and create 1 double crochet. Yarn over, go down into the next stitch and create 1 double crochet. Yarn over, go down into the next stitch and create your first double crochet. Yarn over, go down into the same stitch and create your second double crochet. There you have created your first set of 1, 1, 2. Let's do it again. Yarn over, go down into the next stitch and create your first double crochet. Yarn over, go down into the next stitch and create another 1 double crochet. Yarn over, go down into the next stitch and create your first double crochet. Yarn over, go down into the same stitch and create another 1 double crochet. There you have completed another set. So keep repeating that 1, 1, 2 all the way up to the last stitch of this round. I have completed round 2. To begin round 3, let's make chain 1 and turn, and this chain doesn't count. For this round, create 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches and 2 double crochets into the next stitch. Alright, let's start. Yarn over, go down into the first stitch and create your first double crochet. Yarn over, go down into the next stitch and create your second double crochet. Yarn over, go down into the next stitch and create your third double crochet. Yarn over, go down into the next stitch and create your first double crochet. Yarn over, go down into the same stitch and create your second double crochet. Alright, there you have completed your first set of 1 1 1 2. So keep repeating the same pattern 1 1 1 2 1 1 1 2 all the way up to the last stitch of this round. I have completed round 3 and it's very important that you have a total of 110 stitches at this time. To begin round 4, make chain 1 and turn, and this chain doesn't count a stitch. For round 4, make 1 double crochet into each 4 stitches and 2 double crochets into the next the same stitch. Let's start. Yarn over, go down into the first stitch and create 1 double crochet. Whoops. Yarn over, go down into the second stitch and create 1 double crochet. Yarn over, go down into the third stitch and create another 1 double crochet. Yarn over, go down into the fourth stitch and create 1 double crochet. Yarn over, go down into the next stitch and create 2 double crochets. This is your first. Go down into the same stitch and create your second double crochet. There you have completed first set of 1 1 1 1 2. So keep repeating that 4 2 4 2 all the way up to the last stitch of this round. I have completed round 4 and it's very important that you have a total of 132 stitches. For round 5, make chain 1 and turn, and this chain doesn't count a stitch. For round 5 and round 6, for 2 rounds, we are going to make plain 1 double crochet into every single stitch. Let's start. Yarn over, go down into the first stitch and create 1 double crochet. Yarn over, go down into the next and create another 1 double crochet. So keep repeating that 1 double crochet into every single stitch for 2 rounds, and don't forget to make chain 1 and turn every time you start your round. I have completed 2 rounds and you already have an idea that this is the top part of the dress when you fold it. Also, I changed color into white. For the next round, we are adding shapes by making 2 armholes. For the markers, I place it according to the number of sets per section. You have noticed that there are 4 markers, meaning we have to divide it into 4 sections. To move on with round 7, make chain 1 and turn, and this chain doesn't count a stitch. For round 7, make 5 sets of 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches and 2 double crochets into the next the same stitch. Let's start. Yarn over, go down into the first stitch and create 1 double crochet. Yarn over, go down into the next stitch and create another 1 double crochet. Yarn over, go down into the next and create another 1 double crochet. Yarn over, go down into the next and create your first double crochet. Yarn over, go down into the same stitch and create your second double crochet. There we have completed our first set of 1 1 1 2. Therefore, if you can calculate it, one set is equivalent to 4 stitches and multiply it to 5 sets. You have a total of 20 stitches for the first section. Continue making 1 1 1 2 4 more times. I have completed making 5 sets and this is how it looks like. To continue, make chain 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And skip this section. There are 26 stitches in this section, and insert your hook into the 27 stitches, this marker. Alright, so yarn over, insert your hook, yes, after the marker, and make a knit 1 double crochet. Alright, there we have created our first armhole. Next is the back part of the dress. We are going to follow the same pattern as we did in the beginning of this round, but this time we have 10 sets of 1 1 1 2 pattern. Again, if you can calculate 4 stitches, multiply it to 10 sets, you're going to have 40 stitches in total. So keep repeating that 1 1 1 2 1 1 1 2 10 more times. I have completed the 10 sets or the back part of the dress, and it consists of 40 stitches in total. Alright, again we have to skip this section, same as we did at the beginning of our round, to form another armhole, and insert your hook into the 27th stitch after the marker. Let's start making chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 chains. Alright, so yarn over, skip this section, insert your hook after the marker. Let's remove the marker and then make a knit 1 double crochet. There we have created our second armhole. Next is the other half of the front dress. Same as we did at the very beginning of our round, we have created 5 sets of 1 1 1 2 pattern. There we have completed round 1 up to round 7, and this is how it looks like. Let me show you. So here are the 2 armholes. Okay. So we are partially finished with the top part. Now let's proceed making the skirt. To begin with, make chain 1 and turn, and this chain doesn't count the stitch. For round 1, make 1 double crochet into the first stitch. Slowly. Alright. Next is, chain 1, yarn over, skip 1 stitch and proceed to the second stitch. Make another 1 double crochet and repeat the pattern. Again, chain 1, skip 1, proceed to the next stitch and create another 1 double crochet. So the pattern is 1 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, 1 double crochet into the next stitch. When you reach the chains for the underarm part, continue the same pattern. Let me show you. Here, there's a front and back loop, right? So make 1 double crochet. Don't worry if it's too loose. Chain 1, yarn over, skip 1, insert your hook into the next stitch and create another 1 double crochet. Chain 1, insert your hook into the next stitch, skip 1, 1 double crochet. Alright, so continue making 1 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, all the way up to the last stitch of this round. I'm now at the end part of this round, and this is how it looks like. This is where we place the satin ribbon later. Next is to make a slip stitch to join the 2 stitches to form the skirt. So this is the last stitch, and insert your hook into the first stitch of this round and make a slip stitch. For round 2, make 1 double crochet into every single stitch. Let's start. Yarn over, go down into the first stitch and create 1 double crochet. Oops. Alright, yarn over. So whenever you see the chain space, just go down and make 1 double crochet. Okay, so this one, 1 double crochet from previous round. On top of that stitch, make 1 double crochet, and then another chain space. Insert your hook into that space and make another 1 double crochet. So keep repeating that 1 double crochet every single stitch all the way up to the last stitch of this round. I'm now at the end part of this round, and this is how it looks like. Again, we have to end our round by making slip stitch. Insert your hook into the first stitch. Here, and make a slip stitch. Alright, and then make chain 1 and turn your work. For this round, we are going to make a shell stitch. In making shell stitch, let's start making chain 2. Remember, we make chain 1 and turn. We'll just add 1 more chain. Okay, and then go down into the same stitch and make 1 double crochet to make a 1 post. Alright, then skip 1 stitch here and proceed to the next stitch. Yarn over, go down into the next stitch. Make sure you skip 1 stitch. Alright, then yarn over, go down into the same stitch and create another 1 double crochet. Make chain 2, yarn over, go down into the same stitch and create another 2 double crochets. This is your first and this is your second double crochet. This is how you make your shell. 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets all in 1 stitch. Let's do it again. The same pattern. Skip 1 and proceed to the next stitch and create 1 post or 1 double crochet. Okay, then yarn over, skip 1, proceed to the second stitch, and we're going to make a shell. In making a shell, make 2 double crochets into the same stitch, chain 2, and then 2 double crochets into the same stitch. This is your first, and make your last double crochet. Alright, and then skip 1, make 1 post or 1 double crochet. Therefore, the pattern is 1 double crochet, skip 1 stitch, shell, skip 1 stitch, 1 double crochet, all the way up to the last stitch of this round. I'm now at the end part of this round. Make sure you end up making a shell. To end this round, make a slip stitch by inserting your hook into the first stitch of this round. Insert your hook into this 1 double crochet and make a slip stitch. Then let's start making chain 2 and turn your work. There we have completed our round 3. For round 4, we are adding 1 double crochet into the same stitch. Remember, we make chain 2, that is counted as 1 double crochet. Let's start, yarn over, go down into the same stitch and create 1 double crochet. Alright, now you have 2 double crochets. Next is the shell stitch by working into the 2 chain space in between of 2 double crochets from previous round. insert your hook into the 2 chain space and make 1 double crochet. This is your second double crochet. Make chain 2, yarn over, go down into the chain space and make 1 double crochet, yarn over, go down into the chain space and make your last 1 double crochet. There you have created your first shell. Next is, we have 1 post here from previous round. We are going to make 2 double crochets into the same post. Go down into the same space. Alright, so this is the only difference from previous round. 2 double crochets, shell, 2 double crochets. Alright, so next is another shell in between of 2 double crochets from previous round, or into the 2 chain space. In making a shell, 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, all in the same chain space. There you have created another shell. So keep repeating the same pattern. 2 double crochets, skip 1 stitch, shell, skip 1 stitch, 2 double crochets all the way up to the last stitch of this round. I'm now at the end part of this round. Make sure you end up making a shell. To end this round, make a slip stitch by inserting your hook into the first stitch. Like that. And make chain 2. Turn your work. To begin round 5, let me show you how it looks like. Alright. For this round, we are going to repeat the previous round, which is the round 4, up to the length that you wished for. For classic christening dress, ideally it should be a long gown or dress. However, I made 14 rounds of round 4. You can review my video if you like. It's so easy. 2 double crochets, skip 1 stitch, shell, skip 1 stitch, 2 double crochets. Don't forget to make chain 2 every time you start your work, then finish the round by making a shell and end it with slip stitch. Alright, so see you when you're done. Let's proceed in making the puff sleeves. In making sleeves, it is the same pattern with the skirt. Don't be confused, for I used another dress having the same pattern. Don't worry. You can insert your hook anywhere around the sleeves, but for me it's better to start at the bottom part here. Alright, so get your new yarn. Okay, let me insert here. Get your new yarn, put on your hook and make a slip stitch. Then make chain 2, and these 2 chains is counted as 1 double crochet. Then skip 1, go down into the next stitch and make a shell. In making a shell, make 2 double crochets into the same stitch, chain 2, go down into the same stitch and make another 2 double crochets. There you have created your first shell. Alright, so by this time you're already familiar with the pattern, right? So next is skip 1, insert your hook into the next stitch and make 1 post or 1 double crochet. So again, skip 1, insert your hook into the next stitch and make another shell. Yarn over, go down into the same stitch and make your second double crochet, chain 2, yarn over, go down into the same stitch and make 2 double crochets. Alright, so the pattern is 1 double crochet, skip 1, shell, skip 1, 1 double crochet, all the way up to the last stitch of this round. Before we proceed with round 2, let me show you the finished puff sleeves that I have created a while ago. This one. Okay. So for the first round, 1 double crochet, shell, 1 double crochet. For round 2, you are familiar with the skirt. We make for every post from previous round, we have to increase by 2 posts, right? And made it for 3 rounds of that. All right, and then until we decrease. So now for round 2. By the way, don't be confused, for I made this video as a sample only. Let's say you finish your round 1, end it by making a slip stitch, okay, for both ends. Then make chain 2, 1, 2, and then turn your work. And this chain 2 count as 1 double crochet. For round 2, add 1 double crochet into the same stitch, yarn over, go down into the same stitch here, into the first stitch, and make 1 double crochet. There you have your 2 double crochets. Next is shell, by working into the 2 chain space here. Insert your hook into the chain space and make 1 double crochet, yarn over, go down into the chain space and make 1 double crochet, chain 2, yarn over, go down into the chain space and make 1 double crochet, yarn over, go down into the same chain space and make another 1 double crochet. There you have created your first shell. So from the previous post, we're going to make 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Oops, let's do it again. Yarn over, go down into this stitch and create your first double crochet, yarn over, go down into the same stitch and create your second double crochet. There you have your first set. 2 double crochets, shell, 2 double crochets. Keep repeating the same pattern all the way up to the last stitch of this round and make 2 more rounds, a total of 3 rounds of this pattern. Once you are done making 3 rounds of your round 2, this is how it looks like. Alright, for round 1, the pattern is 1 double crochet, shell, 1 double crochet, and for round 2 up to round 4, for 3 rounds, the pattern is 2 double crochets, shell, 2 double crochets. For the next round, for round 5, let's repeat round 1, for we are reducing this round. Again, this is just a sample. So let's say you are done making the slip stitch from previous round. Start making chain 2 and turn your work. And these 2 chains count as 1 double crochet. So from previous round we made 2, now we made 1. So go down into the 2 chain space and make your shell. Alright? So you are familiar with making a shell. 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, all in 1 chain space. Alright, so next is this one from previous round. You have 2 double crochets. Insert your hook in between of 2 double crochets and make 1 post. Alright, or 1 double crochet. So repeat the same pattern. For shell, go down into the chain space and make the shell pattern. Alright, so the pattern is 1 double crochet, shell, 1 double crochet, shell, all the way up to the last stitch of this round. Let's say you are done with your round 5. So let's proceed to round 6. Alright, So don't forget to make a slip stitch, okay? So this time we are not making 2 chains, okay? So you can make chain 1 only and then turn your work. This time we are reducing, okay? So we are not going to make a post or double crochet. You can go directly into the shell space, make a slip stitch and chain 1. For round 6, we are going to make only shells. However, our previous shells, we have 2 chains in between, right? This time, we only have 1 chain, okay? There you have created your first shell. Next is, see this 1 double crochet here? Skip this chain and insert your hook directly into the 2 chain space from previous round. Okay, here. And make 2 double crochets and then take note, only chain 1. Here. And then go down into the same chain space and make another 2 last double crochet. Alright. So, the pattern is 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, all in 1 chain space, all the way up to the last stitch of this round. And don't forget to skip 1 double crochet from previous round. Again, let's say you are done with round 6 and you end it by making slip stitch into the first stitch of this round. So let's proceed to round 7. For this round, make chain 2 and turn your work. And these 2 chains count as 1 double crochet. Next is skip 1 stitch and insert your hook into the next stitch and make 1 double crochet. Insert your hook. You can insert here in between, no problem. Make 1 double crochet, then skip another stitch, go down into the next stitch and create 1 double crochet. Skip 1, insert into the next stitch and create another 1 double crochet. So keep repeating that, 1 double crochet, skip 1, 1 double crochet, skip 1, all the way up to the last stitch of this round. And this is a result of our puff sleeves. It's so beautiful. By the way, I made 1 round of 1 single crochet as my last round to emphasize the puff sleeves. Okay? Let's proceed in making the collar. This is the back part of the dress. Get your new yarn. First, insert your hook into the first stitch located at the back part of the dress. Put your new yarn and make a slip stitch. Alright, so this time for round 1, we are going to make 1/2 double crochet into the next 33 stitches. Remember, we have 66 stitches as our foundation chain, so we just divide it into 2. Alright, so let's do it again. Alright, so go down into the next stitch and create half double crochet. Okay, so keep repeating that all the way up to 33 stitches. I'm then creating 33 half double crochets. To proceed round 2 and 3 for 2 rounds, make chain 1 and turn, and this chain doesn't count as stitch. This is the front view of the dress and we are doing the first half of the collar. This pattern applies to the other half. Okay, so let's start. Yarn over, go down into the first stitch and create 1 double crochet. Let's do it again. Yarn over, go down into the next stitch and create 1 double crochet. Keep repeating the same instruction all the way up to 2 rounds. I have completed 2 rounds of double crochets and this is how it looks like. To proceed round 4, make chain 2 and turn. Next instruction is single crochet into the first stitch, chain 2, go down into the next stitch and make single crochet, chain 2, single crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, single crochet into the next stitch. Keep repeating this instruction all the way up to the last stitch of this round. I have completed the other half of the collar and this is how it looks like. Okay, so this is the front side. Next is we are going to follow the same pattern and apply to the other half. This time, instead of start working at the back of the dress, we are going to start working at the front of the dress. Here. Let's start. Insert your hook, put your new yarn on your hook and make a slip stitch. Yarn over, go down into the next stitch and create half double crochet. Yarn over, go down into the next stitch and create another half double crochet. Continue making half double crochet all the way up to the last stitch of your round 1. Once you are done with round 1, you can proceed to round 2, round 3, and round 4. Or you can view my video again to see the next pattern. I have completed the collar and this is how it looks like. I chose a simple collar pattern not to contrast the shell stitch of the skirt. I'm sorry if the video is pixelated, maybe due to the yarn color that make it too bright. Let me show you the other side of the dress. This is the back part of the dress. As you can see, I have attached 2 pearl buttons. I would suggest if you can do the same to make it more classic. I also make single crochet into these sides and added buttonholes. In making buttonholes, you have to attach first the button on the other side and then align it properly. Do the single crochet, then make chains depending on the size of your button. I made chain 5 for mine. Okay, and then make single crochet and then chains and then single crochet. All right, then fasten off. Next is the ribbon. As you can see here in the mid part of the dress, this one, we are going to attach the ribbon by doing in and out pattern. Make sure it is aligned in the middle when you attach the ribbon. Here. Alright? So, let's start. So, make sure that you do this one. Okay? Then, in, out, pattern. And then, pull the ribbon. Like that. This is the result of our classic baby christening dress for today's tutorial. It may be complicated to look at, but it's so easy to make. Hope you like it. Hi guys! Thank you so much for watching my video. I made my video instruction a semi-slow motion that would make it easier for you to learn this technique. Again, I would suggest if you can keep on practicing whenever you have time. Don't take it too seriously, just enjoy the process of your learnings, and I'm sure it will be a long journey for all of us. Please join me again on my next episode, for I'll be featuring another beautiful dresses project series. I'm sure this time you're convinced to create your own crochet project. I would highly appreciate if you can leave a comment and any suggestions below. This is all for today, and see you on my next vlog. Have a good day. If you are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell button below for more crochet updates. Bye!